Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Come, respected, wonderful Shrotas, friends, sadhakas, how delightful it is every day to be with you all studying these glorious Upanishadic Shastras. May the entire Rishi Devatas watch us and bless us with the spashtata of the understanding of what to achieve, what to do for that. Keep it up, you are being regular, and add if possible the Swadhyaya, Manana Chintana, Sadhana also, even if it is very small little dose. Consciously, continuously doing, even if it is little, matters more than how much we are able to do. Because little by little only, things get added, good divine or the bad ugly undivine. Shwethashwathara Upanishad, we are studying ninth of the sequence, Ishakena Kata Prashna Munda Mandukya Taittiriya Aitareya, we have done. Shwethashwathara, then Chandogya Bradaranyaka Kaivalya Adi, we will be doing the study, especially all those Dasha Upanishad on which Bhagavan, Ekadash Upanishad, Bhagavan Adi Shankara has given us the Bhashyam. Fourth chapter we are seeing in this, the beautiful Yo Yonim Yonim Aditishthati mantra. 11th one is giving us a clear vision about how to see the world as nothing but the expression of divine. Now that Paramatma himself is prayed to give us that Shubha Buddhi, as this was done in the earlier chapter also. So this is the beautiful topic of understanding the presence of truth everywhere and invoking the divine grace to visualize that this is the topic we'll study today. Before that, like every day, our Veda Parayanam, our common sense thought, Mangalashtarana Shloka Sankalpa, then our Upanishad Mantrocharana, Upanishad Adhyayana. We are doing the Rigveda Ashtama Mandalam 67, 68, 69. These three Anuvakas we chant today for next 7, 8, 9 minutes. Start. ॐ अथ वेदपारायणं ऋग्वेदः अष्टममण्डलम् अथ सप्तषष्टितम अनुवाकादारभ्य ॐ त्यान्नो क्षत्रियागम् हव आदित्यान्याचिषामहे सुमृढीका अभिष्टये मित्रो नो अत्यं हतिं वरुणः वर्षधर्यमा आदित्यासो यथा विदुः तेषां हि चित्रमुक्त्यं वरोथमस्ति दाशुषे आदित्यानामरङ्कृते महिवो महतामवो वरुणमित्रार्यमन्न अवांस्यावृणीमहे जीवान्नो अविधेतनादित्यासः पुराहतात् तद्धस्तः वनश्रुतः यद्वः श्रान्ताय सुन्वते वरुतमस्ति यच्छर्दिः तेना नो अधिवोचत अस्ति देवा अम्होरुर्वस्ति रत्नमनागसः आदित्या अद्भुतैनसः मानः सेतुः शिषेदयं महे वृणक्तु सस्परी नस्परीम् इन्द्र इद्धि श्रुतो वशे मानो मृचारिपूणां वृजिनानामविष्यवः देवा अभिप्रमृक्षत उत त्वामदिते मह्यहं देव्युपब्रुवे सुहृदीकामभीष्टये पर्षिदीने गभीर आ उग्रपुत्रे जिघांसदः माकिस्तोकस्य नो रिषतो अनेहो न उरुव्रज उरूचि विप्रसर्तवे कृदितोकाय जीवसे ये मूर्धानः क्षितीनामदब्धासः स्वयशसः व्रता रक्षन्ते अद्रुहः तेन आस्नो ऋकाणामादित्यासो मुमोचत स्तेनं बद्धमिवादिते अपोषुण इयं शरुरादित्या अपदुर्मतिः अस्मदे त्वजग्मुषी जग्नुषी शश्वद्दिवः सुदानव आदित्या भूतिभिर्वयं पुरा नूनं बुभुज्महे शश्वन्तं हि प्रचेतसः प्रतियन्तं चिदेन सह देवाः कृणुत जीवसे तत्सु नो नव्यं सन्न्यस आदित्यायन्मुमोचति बन्धात् बद्धमिवादिते नास्माकमस्ति तत्तर आदित्यासो अतिष्कदे यूयमस्मभ्यं मृळत मानो हेतिर्विवस्वत आदित्याः कृत्रिमा शरुः पुरानुजरसो वधीत् विषुद्वेषो व्यंहतिमादित्यासो विसंहितं विश्वग्विबृहतारपः 68 आत्वा रथं यथोतये सुम्नाय वर्तयामसि तु विकूर्मिमृतीवश ऋतीशहमिन्द्रशविष्ठसत्पते तु विशुष्मतु विक्रतोषचीवो विश्वयामते आपप्रातमहित्वम् ॐ नमो नारायणाय I don't know. I didn't just look at you at all. Sorry for the disturbance in the live relay. Om Namo Narayanaaya. 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 Rama Rama. Today's common sense thought is, if we look into our lives right now, we are most of the time with our Upadhi Tadatmya, Dehendriyadi, and with them we are always in the awareness and perception and interaction and involvement with the world of Shabda Sparsha Adi most of the time throughout the day. Not only we, if you look at the world of all human beings, all of them also are in the Upadhi, Tadatmya, and with the Drushti on the Bahya Jagat only. Even in Upanishad also it is said, Paranchikani Vyatrunat Swayambhuhu Tasmang Parang Pasha. But you and I now, having studied Upanishads for sufficient time, definitely an idea and an understanding, a little conviction, if not complete, must have come to us regarding the presence of the other life also, along with little of its glory understood. The life, not only the outer but the inner. Life not only based on the karya but also on the karana. Life not only with the drishti on the superimposed but also on the substratum. So, if at all we have got little of an idea of it, now why not take up this unique competitionless pursuit of this ultimate truth? In this, there is no competition with others. It's always competition in struggle of ourselves with our own selves. Can we take it up? If we take up, always you see, we used to see this thought a year back. Four things are required. One is our own sankalpa, second is prarthana, third is prayatna, fourth is pratigna. Actually, it is sankalpa, pratigna, prayatna, and prarthana. So today we are talking about two things simultaneously, the sankalpa and prarthana. While doing our prayatna with the abilities whatever we have, our abilities right now are very meager, which are not even so very less sufficient for our pursuit. Mhm. Like the India aiming at becoming top in economics, matlab in the finance throughout the world, world number one. Aim is very good, but then the abilities, when the India, the government, the constitution, the people, with so much of selfishness, laziness, and consumptions, 10% लोग काम करते हैं, 90% कंज्यूम करते हैं. Or in that also so much of hera fairy. How many of us are really interested in the country becoming economically superpower, even in other things? With this present scenario, it is so tough. And the whole mindset of the human beings of India changes, that they are ready to work for the nation, ready to sacrifice so many hours of work without claiming any returns or the payment. Then all that put together pushes India to be the world number one in economy. So too in defense. So much of investments, researches, when the youngsters involved in it, then our defense system will be self-sufficient, need not beg the weapons in other country. But right now we are like that. In the same way, we have so many less abilities. So our sadhanas are so meager, which is evident to us every day. So at this junction, what can help us, perhaps if we can understand, is our prayers. What prayers just now said. Okay. Then whom to pray? The prayers are, luckily we being Hindus, for us luckily, ready to listen to our prayers are all the devatas. Brahman is one, Ishvara is one, but expressed in so many devata rupa. We definitely have because of our parents, elders, culture, tradition, somewhat faith in all those devatas. That's why in India, every festival is so beautifully celebrated, related to one or the other devata. Therefore, now we being spiritual, having studied Shastras, approach the same devatas with different prayers, unlike others, unlike we who used to pray earlier. So casually, just like that, with intense upasanas done or not, with intense japa stotra are done or not. If you do, it's good. If not, also very little. Remember and pray. Shayad it works. Let's see. So take Mahaganapati. Om Shri Mahaganadipataye Namaha. Om Ganganapataye Namaha. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Glaum Ganganapataye Varavarada Sarvajaname Vashamanaya Swaha. See, Ganapati. ॐ गणानान्त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पदानः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् और ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा. Even one mantra, one shloka, then prayer. O Lord Ganapati, I don't have the abilities right now, but then I want to taste the antarmukata. I want to taste the Shantamana. I want to taste what is the Anubhuti like when I become Sakshi to the Deha and not identified with the Deha. You are the Lord who is seated at Mooladhara. In the Mooladhara only there is Deha Tadatmya. It is you who is set to push the Jiva to rise above identity from the Stula Deha. Bless me. Dekho, simple prayer. Whatever we know. Then shift to Lord Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya. Om Samba Sadashivaya Namaha. Om Shambhave. Om Namah Shambhave Chamayo Bhave Cha Namah. Shankaraya Chamayaskaraya Cha Namah. Shivaya Cha Shwethashwathara Cha. Om Triambakaya Jamahe Sugandhim. Pushtivardhanam. Urvarukamyo Vandanan. Mrityor Mukshiyamamrudat. Isn't it any of the mantra? Om Namaste Astu Bhagavan Vishveshwaraya Mahadevaya Triambagaya Tribrandagaya Trikagnikalaya Kalagnirudraya Neelakantaya Mrityunjayaya Sarveshwaraya Sadashivaya Sriman Mahadevaya Namaha. O Mahadeva. Still I am in that delusion, confusion. So much, so much. Very, very meager, gross, non suitable to a human, suitable to a Pashu. I am living that type of life. You are Pashupati. So give me that vision, give me that sattva, give me that tattva jnana. Take me out of this life. Give me those positive sankalpas abilities to turn towards you in bhakti and jnanam. See that? Prayer extended. As many times we do, as deeply we do, so it works. So too, Lord Narayana, remember, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Any of the name that way, remember him and pray to him. Same way, Nirupadika Tattva Jnana, Hey Bhagavan, let me understand Siddhanta Rupena Spashta Rupena. And then let me be clear in the sadhanas for it. Let me find the conveniences to do so. Same way you pray to Lord Rama, Om Sri Ramaya Namaha, Sri Rama Jai Jai Rama. दाशरथाय विद्महे सीतावल्लभाय धीमहि तन्नो रामः प्रचोदयात्. Remember that portrait of Rama, like our Kagabhusundiji is doing, like so many of the rishis, munis have done. Pray to that Rama. O Rama, you also from your gurus have sought the Brahma Jnana, Atma Jnana. When you were at the age of 15 saal, now I am 7 times more than you, or 5 times. So please give me that Viveka Vairagya, Jignasa Mumukshata which you had. Just apply. We are not doing it. Those gods are just like that, not responding. Or we do puja prayer again, only for the binding outer things. मजबूर करते हैं उनको हम कि they bless us with only those. Right now let us change the track. Silently, secretly, even for 5 seconds, 10 seconds. That's how it starts. Stokam, grasit, grasam. Little by little only we have to do. So to remember Lord Krishna. Oh Lord, you gave such a wonderful Gita, Jnana to Arjuna. You gave to Uddhava. Yes, I am not as great a devotee like Uddhava and Arjuna, but I am devoted to you. I am praying to you. Please bless me too with that Shastra Gita Jnana, Uddhava Gita Jnana, which is the Saramsha of the Upanishads only. Bless me. Bhagavan Subramanya, remember, you gave knowledge to your own father. Oh Lord, Subramanya gives jnana to his पिताजी. ये तब से चल रहा है बच्चे अपने पिता को ज्ञान देने वाला. In one of the texts we can see that. So bless me also with that knowledge. Hey Bhagavan Skanda Shanmukha. Beautiful, no? So too the modern God, latest, our Bhagavan Shri Venkateshwara, Kali Yuga Devata. Isn't it? Om Namo Venkateshaya Purushaya Mahatmane Pranata Kleshanasaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Parasme Brahmane Purnakamaya Paramatmane Prayunje Paratatvaya Venkateshaya Mangalam Om Namo Venkateshaya. Bhagavan bless me. स्वतः सर्वविदे सर्वशक्तिने सर्वशेषिणे सुलभाय सुशीलाय Venkateshaya Mangalam. Please bless me with the Sukshmati Sukshma Avagahana through the Shastras about the entire drama that's happening. So that when I know it, I am not bound. When I am not clear, in that confusion only, I am bound and I am suffering. Why should I suffer? When you are there, you bless me with the right understanding. You bless me not to work for the upadhis in the world outside. Why not I use all these faculties? In serving you, bless me, pray to him. So to remember Lord Hanumanji, remember Bhagwan Nrsimha, Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Lakshmi Narasimhaya, Om Vajranakaya Vidmahe Trikshnadagashtraya Dhimahi, Tanno Narasimha Prachodayat, Om Ugram Viram Mahavishnum Jwalantam Saratomukham, Nrsimham Bhishanam Bhadram Murtyor Mrutyum Namamyaham, O Lord. You finish that Hiranyakashipu. Finish that Hiranya and Kashipu ego in me, the one who is running behind the wealth and its enjoyments and power and its dominations. Hiranyakashipu means Hiranya, the one who is running for the money, Kashipu, the one who is running for the power. These two corrupt us, Artha and Kama. So free me from that. So pray to that Bhagavan Nrsimha. Isn't it? Pray to the Matsyavatara Narayana. Oh Matsya Narayana, you blessed that Manu, when in that Mahapralaya Jaladi, he was in your boat, you were pulling it, he was asking question, you gave answer, the entire Matsya Purana. So to O Lord Purva Narayana, bless me. Isn't it? O Varaha Narayana, what a beautiful your avatara. Hiranyaksha, you have finished him and you have done the Uddharana of the Bhumi. Isn't it? O Vamana Bhagwan, you have subjugated or suppressed the Bali. The Ahankari Bali in me also is there. Why that small ego of mine, separated from you, separated from the world, cocooned in my own, which are never mine, my own upadhis, and suffocated all the time. Please release that ego of mine from its bondage with small little. Let me be that ego like you, which is universal. Isn't it? If you ask Vamana Bhagavan, he will bless. Then remember Parashurama. Oh Lord, you have finished so many Kshatriyas who are arrogant. In me also a Bahirmukha arrogant Kshatriya is there. उनको भी थोड़ा सब्लिएट करो. Isn't it? Keep on. This is how we have to spend our time in a lighter manner. Isn't it? In these two things are what beautiful? One is with faith, Paramatma is remembered. Second is the best thing we are praying. We may not be able to deeply, intensely all the time study Upanishads and contemplate on the truth, which is the ultimate goal, for which we don't right now have the staminas, the convictions, the abilities to plan well, to manage our outer inner life. अब इतने गड़बड़ों में हम हैं तो who is there for us as shelter? Lord only. So one Lord, two Lord, three or any number. How many in our Sanatana Dharma we have? So beautiful. In the same way, you just approach Adi Parashakti Matre Namaha. You ask her, O Adi Parashakti Mata, you as you have come in that Rupa, and how many of the Rakshasas you have eliminated in that Durga Saptashati, Chandasura, Mundasura, then Mahishasura, the Rakta Bija, then Shumbha, Nishumbha. Who are all of them? They are all my own egos at different level of Upaditadatmya, isn't it? So you have finished all of them and freed the world and devatas from their fear, etc. So please bless me too, O Adiparashakti Mata. You pray to her. Dum Durge Duritam Hara. So remember Durga Mata. Om Jata Vedase Katyayana Vidmahe Kanyakumari Dhimai Tanno Durgi Prachodya. How beautiful it is. O Mahalakshmi Mata. Pray to her. Give me that Jnana Lakshmi. Isn't it? Lakshmim Shira Samudaraja Taniyam Our Namaste Mahamaye Shri Pite Sura Pujite. How beautiful it is. Remember Mata Saraswati Akundendu Tushar Haradavada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varde. Small little mantra. Om Shri Saraswati Namaha is enough. Saraswati Matre Namaha. That mantra, but this prayer. Enough of me living very tiny petty life. Of me and mine with these upadhis, worse than animals. You made me human being. So is it not your job also to evolve me? Yes, it was my mistake out of ignorance. I was asking you something else, but now I changed. I am asking you, give me the Tattva Gnana, give me the Atma Gnana, give me the Brahma Gnana, give me the Moksha Gnana. So bless me. So Mother Saraswati will bless. Pray to Mother Lalita. है ना? Pray to Ashtalakshmis, pray to the Navadurgas, pray to the Dasha Mahavidya, pray to the Ekadasha Rudrani, Saptamatrugas. All of them are fully available for us when we pray to them. Then we have Bharata Mata Jai, Ashtadasha Shakti Pithas, then Panchashat Shakti Pithas, 18 or 54. And the best of Mother, in our India is get in every village there is one expression of Mother and a Grama Devata. She's not less powerful, mind you. That Grama she protects, the Gramastha she protects. Not only as the Grama people think that she will protect from the Mahammaris, the epidemics, the pandemics. She will protect from a variety of the aristas, accidents, isn't it? That's what the Grama Devatas do. Those people who are there, when they worship her, she protects them the physical ailments, from the natural calamities, from the contaminations, from the mutual quarrels, isn't it? She protects. That's how the Grama Devata. So beautiful. That is in general to all. But you and I can pray for the spiritual things. She will bless us. So beautiful. You go to that North May towards that Nainital and area. Everywhere in villages, one or the other, the mother temples are there. So too you come to the anywhere, इंडिया में हर जगह पे जहाँ देखो कोई ना कोई रूप में माता रानी है. संतोषी माता के रूप में, दुर्गा के रूप में, वैष्णवी देवी के रूप में इज देयर, माता पार्वती के देव में, काली माता. हाउ मेनी दे आर देयर? शक्ति पीठास. Some or the other Mahatma has worshipped her, she blessed, he got enlightened, then he has told the mother is there, yeah, you worship. So we can pray to the mother in any of the form. So beautiful. It's really wonderful it is. And mother related, how many beautiful stotras are there? Chant karo, देखते हुए, you need not by heart them. है ना? How many are there? लंकायां शांकरी देवी कामाक्षी कांचिकापुरे प्रद्युम्ने शृंगला देवी चामुंडी क्रौंचपट्टणे अलंपुरे जोगुलांबा श्रीशैले भ्रमरांबिका कोल्हापुरे महालक्ष्मी माहुरी एकवीरिका उज्जैन्या महाकाली पीठिकां पुरोहितिका ओड्यायां गिरिजा देवी माणिक्य दक्षवाटिके हरिक्षेत्रे कामरूपा प्रयागे माधवेश्वरी ज्वालायां वैष्णवी देवी गया मांगल्य गौरिका वाराणस्यां विशालाक्षी काश्मीरेषु सरस्वती अष्टादश सुपीठानि योगिनामपि दुर्लभम्, isn't it? By God's grace, if Baluchistan gets separated, we'll get the Hinglaji Mata also. If you get the POK back, we'll get our again Kashmira Puravasini Annapurna. Isn't it? We have good friendship with Lanka, Lankayam Shankari Devi. How many, I tell you, if we really have that little sattva guna, little maturity, we get all this. Now, these devatas whom we pray now, remember, those prayers continues along with our goodwill and sankalpa, our will, positive will and sankalpa, that we want to grow spiritually, we want to grow. That's what going to bless us tomorrow. Isn't अब ओम नहीं कर रहे हैं, we are only praying for an artha and kama. We are praying only to make us safe, secure. Only at the upadhi level, the devatas will bless tatastu. But that's very lowest level of evolutionary life. Being at the upadhis, seeking the sukha from the outer vastus is very animalistic. Animal to human grown, jiva's way of life it is. Just now grown to human. बट वी आर स्टडिंग शास्त्रास, उसका भी कोई मतलब होना चाहिए ना, उसका भी कोई कॉन्शियसली फर्क होना चाहिए. नहीं फर्क पड़ा तो देन वी आर कमिटिंग क्राइम अगेंस्ट ourselves, right? In this way, we have to be in that mood. Today we talked about devatas. I thought of doing all, but then time to consume हो गया आज 10-15 मिनट उसमें. So we stop here. Today we'll see not only the devatas but the rishi gurus. Not only them but the outer devatas. Not only them, our own Shruti. Not only that, every creation in this world, that being expression of divine, anyone you can pray to. With that, our sankalpa shakti, our willingness, our readiness is becoming stronger and stronger. Then the totality, which is divine, will respond to us in that form only. This is the one of the beautiful way for you and I, who are not so strong either in willpower or in abilities or in commitments or in clarities. हम तो बच्चे लोग हैं ना. We are not like this great Tapon Maharaj who just goes to Himalayas, again never comes down from there. Throughout life he is in that intense tapasya. We are not like the great Vivekanandas or Puja Gurudevs, whose power of commitments are highest, which they might have gathered from thousand lives of variety of practices. We are small little right now. So who is there to help us to shift ourselves from this binding worldliness to liberating Adhyatmikata? It's only divine. Na? So take one Lord or two God, Devata, 10. How does it matter? Don't get confused regarding it. At one level of our maturity, the goal is inner self. For that, from anybody when the help comes, you take. Isn't it? Like a sannyasi, a bhikshu, उनको जीने के लिए भोजन चाहिए और जीना to know the truth. Therefore, he will go any house and ask for bhiksha. In the first house, if he gets bhiksha, thank you. He eats it, then back to his पेड़ के नीचे मूलम तरो केवलम आश्रयंतः, he will do his meditation till next day. Again inside जब भूख लगती है, अब जीना है, he'll go to one house. वहाँ नहीं मिला second house, मिल गया thank you. नहीं मिला 7 houses, he'll go. 7th house also doesn't get, Then that day fasting on the name of Lord, but he'll go back in 10 minutes to his upasana. His drushti is only on that. Again next day he will go Kamilatam. In the same way, that Bhikshuka, we also, from all devatas, we do the Bhiksha ask. We ask, our Bhiksha is for Adhyatmikata. Try करके देखो, मजा आएगा वो. Today you try, go to your puja mandir, look at every of the galleried devatas. है ना, कम से कम आपके पूजा में 10-15 देवता तो होंगे, एटलीस्ट सम ऑफ यू, है ना. देन लुक एट ईच वन. हे बद्रीनाथ भगवान, हे जगन्नाथ भगवान, है ना, ये पशुपतिनाथ भगवान, ये कैलाशनाथ, whoever are there, गल्ला करो उनसे आज, टॉक टू देम, आस्क देम, मेक ए हैबिट, सुबह दोपहर शाम, ऐसे. इसमें ज्यादा मेहनत नहीं है. To coming to the class, sitting here, opening the Upanishad, chanting the mantras, listening to Bhashya, these are all very tough. But the other thing is not at all tough, you know. Usko shuru karo. Then those devatas will bless us to make these important sadhanas easier. Finally, through this only, the gateway for the ultimate. Upanishad Adhyanam, understanding the truth, contemplating on it, realizing it is the only way. Right, friends? Think about it. The remaining tomorrow. Om 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 Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryankaravavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam. Om Nidhaye Sarvavidyanam. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam. Om Guru Pongava Pongava Ketanate. Om Brahmanandam Parama Sukadam. Om Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Samasta Brahma Vidya Acharyam. Namaha Sankalpaha Tesham Krupaya Upanishadukta Brahmatmaiki Bodhena Moksha Prapti Sanatana Dharmasya Vishwa Adhyatmika Vishwavyapti Adhyatmika Pragati Vishwasya धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजय श्रोत्र साधकानां हृदये परब्रह्म आदि सनातन धर्म पर्यंतम भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः भाष्य समेत अध्ययनम्. ओम नित्यानंदम निराधारम निखिलाधारम अव्ययम निगमाद्यगतम नित्यम नीलकंठम नमाम्यहम्. ओम अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः पारायणम्. So 4, 5, 6. Om Neelah Patango Harito Lohitakshaha Tadidgarbharutavah Samudraha Anadimatvam Vibhutvena Vartase Yato Jatani Bhuvanani Vishva Ajamekam Lohita Shukla Krishnam Bahvi Prajaha Sujamanam Sarupaha Ajo Heko Jushamano Nushete Jahatinam Bhukta Bhogamajonyah द्वासुपर्णा सयुजा सखाया समानं वृक्षं परिशस्व जाते तयोरन्यः पिप्पलं स्वादुवत्ति अनश्नन्नन्यो अविचाकशीति समाने वृक्षे पुरुषो निमग्नः अनीशया शोचति मुह्यमानः जुष्टं यदा पश्यत्यन्यमेषम् अस्य महिमानमिति वीतशोकः. Done. Now the 11th mantra, half of the bhashya we have seen. Conclude we will do today. Chant the mantra. Om yo yonim yonim aditishtatyekah yasminnidam samcha vichaiti sarvam tameshanam varadam devamedyam nichaya mam shantimatyantameti. Yo yonim yonim aditishtatyekah यस्मिन्निदं संच विचैति सर्वं तमीशानं वरदं देवमेड्यं निचाय इमां शांतिम अत्यंतम एति. What a beautiful complete mantra. देखो, यह that Lord who is yonim yonim adhitishtati, who is the adhishtata, substratum for the primary yoni, then the secondary yonis. Like primary yoni example is the Prithvi. The secondary yonis are from the Prithvi which came, like the iron for the iron instruments, the silver for silver things, the copper for the copper utensils, the gold for the gold ornaments. So iron, copper, etc. are the yonis. But unka yoni hai Prithvi. Like that. Like that, for every one of them, the Mula yoni is Mula Prakriti. From that, everything is again a yoni for the subsequent creation or expression. So the Lord is the Adhisthana for both the yonis, the primordial and the secondary. So yo yonim yonam adhitishtati, and he is one without second. Don't confuse about how many devatas in each of the religion and each of the country in different forms and names. Ekaha only he is basically. Then yasmin idam samcha vichayiti. Sarvam idam sarva yasmin samcha yamsim vich. Into whom the whole universe goes back and comes out. Then that Paramatma, Ishanam Varadam Devam Idyam. That Lord who is Ishana Varada Deva Idya. Nichaya. Nichaya matlab nichod ke. Matlab having experienced him as myself. What will happen? Nichaya Imam Shantim Atyantam. This ultimate extreme peace, permanent peace, eti one obtains. Reverse karo. Other than the realization of this Brahman as myself, there is no chance of having Atyanta Shanti, Atyantiki Shanti, Shashwati Shanti. Like in Kata Upanishad, Tesham Shanti Shashwati Naitaresham. In the Gita, Sashanti Mapnoti. है ना शांति अधिगच्छति second chapter last में कहते हैं. Now with Bhashyam, beautiful it is Yo Yonim Iti. This is a mantra. What we have seen already, we'll just browse through. In the last portion, we study. Be steady, be alert. Shankara Bhagavan's Bhasha is Yaha, who is he? Maya Vinirmukta Ananda Ekaganaha Parameshwaraha. Yaha means Parama Ishwaraha. Why he is called Parameshwaraha? Because he is Ananda Ganaha, Ananda Ekaganaha. He is solid, supreme mass of bliss only. Why? The bliss goes away where there is the delusion of duality. Duality delusion is because of Maya and Trigunas. So he is beyond that. Therefore, Maya Vinirmukta Ananda Ekaganaha Hevo. That's why he is Parameshwara. He is the Yaha. The Sarvanama is used for him. That Lord. And who is he from the world standpoint? Yonim Yonim iti Vipsaya. Mula Prakriti Maya Avantara Prakrutaya Vyadadaya cha. So the Mula Prakriti, the Maya, then the Avantara Prakriti, the Panchamahabhutas. For both of them, both of them are indicated by Vipsa, indicated by using the word Yoni two times. So two times the word Yoni is, one is to Mula Prakriti, second one is for the Avantara Prakritis starting from the Tanmatras. Both are yoni for the subsequent generation. If the Mula Prakriti is the yoni for the Avantara Prakriti, then the Avantara Prakriti is the yoni cause for what we are seeing the entire setup of this Rupanama, the cosmos at the micro and macro level. So, by that yonim yonim vipsa, both prakritis are suchitaha. Then, next one, taha prakriti. Both of those prakritis, Bhagavan is the one. How he is adhitishtati? This is the most important sentence in this entire bhashya. Satta spurti pradhanena adhishtaya tishtati antaryami rupena. Okay. Has an adhishtana, Bhagavan tishtati stays there. How is in adhishtana? By providing satta and spurana. How he tishtati? By being the antaryami. So as an Adhisthana, he is Antaryami. As an Adhisthana, he is the provider of Sattas Purana to both the Prakritis, whose gross subtle manifestation is the entire universe. Now, is not such knowledge as to be pondered over deeply, contemplated deeply with that calm and quiet mind. So the whole universe is existing, Satta, and it is being awared, Spurana, and it is going in a systematic form because somebody is there who is monitoring all the functionings. He is called Antarya. So there is something which is giver of Satta and Spurana and which is an Antaryami to all this. Why are you talking about that indirectly this way? Why don't you talk about this directly? It cannot be talked directly because it doesn't belong to that world of things about which we can talk directly. First of all, it is not object, it is a subject. Second, because it's not object, the objective guna, lakshana are not there in it. Therefore, you cannot employ any direct language to talk about it. This is how it is always in all Vedanta Shastras. Tattva Jnana is told Paroksha Rupena, but Anubhuti happens Aparoksha Rupena. So Satta Spurti Pradhanena Adhishtaya Tishtati Antaryami Rupena. So Bhagavan, by being Adhishtana to the entire world, doing three things. One is giving Sasta existence, second is giving Spurana, being aware, third is Niyamayati by Antaryami. What is the Yamanam? The arrival of it, the modifications of it, and the disappearance of it. All of them are fully controlled by this Antaryami. By being there an Adhisthana only. He need not do anything. In his presence only, that's what happens. He is not a doer करता like you and I कि कुछ कर रहे हैं उनके प्रेजेंस में सब होते एंड होते हुए कुछ नहीं होते because the absolute truth as it is always is there without any modification. Next sentence is कि या आकाशे तिष्ठन् Akasham Yamayati, like that. There is a Brihadaranyaka, big mantra is there. 10, 12 mantras are there in one of the introduction context. We have chanted all of that. So Paramatma is there, staying in every of the Rupanama as an Adhisthana, giving the Satta Swarana to that Rupanama and doing the Yamanam by being the Antaryami. Him we have to catch. Okay. या आकाशे तिष्ठन् इत्यादि श्रुतेः. So therefore, yo yonim yonim atitishthati stands explained. Next one, ekaha means advitiya. Such adhisthana of all the mula and secondary yonis cannot be two. Ekaha. One only has to be the final adhisthana. So ekaha is advitiya, one without any second. Next word is what? Yasmin idam samcha yasmin idam vicha eti. Sam eti vi eti. Sameti means enter karta hai becomes one with it. Vicha eti means again gets manifest. That is the next sentence of the mantra Bhashyakara is explaining. Let us study it. Ki ekaha dvitiyaha yasmin. Yasmin means in that Paramatma alone. Again that Paramatma's Mahima is once more explained. Yasmin Maya Adi Adhishtatari. In that Paramatma, who is the Adhishtata for the Mula Prakriti, the Maya and the secondary Prakriti, in that Paramatma only, Yasmin means seventh Vibhakti, in him only, Yasmin Maya Adhishtatari Ishware, in that Ishvara only, Idam Sarvam Jagat, the entire Jagat, which we talk as Idam, seen by me, idam sarvam jagat upasamhara kale sameti sangachati means layam prapnot. At the time of the upasamhara, the entire jagat goes into him, dissolved. Okay. Remember, therefore, in this world, just like one by one beings are disappearing. Every moment कोई मर ही रहा है. One by one, other living beings like animals also are disappearing. One by one, tree or plant, for one or the other reason it is disappearing. कोई floods में जा रहा है, कोई आदमी लोग काट रहे, कोई forest fire हो रहा है. So to every of the object also is disappearing. In the same way, remember, the entire manifested world also at one time will disappear. What now disappearing is retail. Once it will disappear wholesale may. That is called as Mahapralaya. In that Mahapralaya Kala, all these world manifested Rupanama in the grossest form, subtle form, causal form. Be attentive. Where it goes into is into that Adhisthata Ishvara Parameshwara only. Isn't it? Like we were told in Upanishad. At the night time, where are the fully blazing sun rays go when the evening happens 6:30? Those sun rays will last 10 11 hours, illuminating the entire Bhumi. कहाँ जाते हो? From the source from where it came, they go back from where they came, from Lord Surya only. So they go back him only. In the same way, every wave got manifested from the water only. So when each of the wave dissolves, isn't it? Where it goes into the water only. Because it is manifested out of water. For example, below the sea, within the sea, unlike the surface of the sea, inside the sea, where are the waves? But is the water there or not? Yes. Therefore, where the whole waves might have gone unmanifested into the water only. Because what is remaining is the reality. Into that only, whatever is manifested will have to go back. तो हमेशा पानी रहता है तो सारे लहर उसमें से आकर उसी में जा रहे. In the same way, the entire universe, cosmos, Mula Prakriti and secondary Prakriti and its manifestations go back into him only, the substratum, the Brahman. That means what? From that Brahman only, entire world has got manifested into Sthula Sukshma Karana Rupa. Really has the Brahman changed? No. Therefore, in our ignorance, from the Brahman, all these have come. So, in our individual life, the Mahapralaya is what? That when we realize the substratum, we realize that nothing other than him is there. In this knowledge itself is called dissolution of all the Stula Sukshma Karana in Brahman. Like all ornaments are made out of gold. This is a knowledge in which the ornaments are something other than the gold. This projected creation is dissolved. Ignorance we had, as if the ornaments are separate from the gold. But now we have realized that the substratum of all ornaments is gold. In this wisdom only, the ornaments are separate from the gold. That projected creation is dissolved. Same way, an individual, when he realizes Brahman, the whole universe dissolves to him in Brahman. Because the Brahman is no more, Jagat is no more there other than the Brahman. So, just like it happens in this individual way, even at the cosmic level also, a time where everything goes into him. Dekho, now see, if the whole universe only goes into oblivion, into Paramatma with Mula Prakriti, then one set of upadhis, one or two human beings or animals or objects, when they die and disappear, what's there to be worried about? हेल्प लो गीता का अव्यक्तादीनि व्यक्तमध्यानि अव्यक्तनिधनानि. तत्र का परिदेवना? दैट्स द विजडम. कि एकः अद्वितीयः यस्मिन् माया अधिष्ठातरि ईश्वरे इदं सर्वं जगत् उपसंहार काले समेति संगच्छते लयं प्राप्नोति. पॉइंट 1. पॉइंट 2, पुनः again सृष्टि काले, when again the next cycle of सृष्टि has to come up, vividameti, again the entire jagat comes into manifestation. Out of him only akashadi rupena nana bhavati. The entire Srishti again gets manifested in the form of Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Ityadi, then the whatever the world we see. अब देखो वेदांत सुन सुन के ही हमको समझ में आना चाहिए. As we said the other day, the entire world is nothing but the Panchabhautika. Entire Panchabhautas are nothing but Tanmatras. Entire Tanmatras are nothing but Trigunatmika Prakriti. Entire Trigunatmika Prakriti is nothing but Mula Prakriti. Entire Mula Prakriti is non-separable Shakti of Paramatma. Therefore, it's all Paramatma only. ये सब बार बार सोचकर the over importance given to this world of names and forms should be reduced. Thereafter, their arrival departure also. उसका भी importance कम कर देना. Then in between arrival departure, whatever modifications happen, उसको भी value नहीं करना. Then the mind is calm, quiet. With that mind, then the substratum we have to search. In that search of substratum, seeking of it, we realize that to be ourselves. That's called moksha. बार बार सुनने से वो आइडियाज, पक्का वाले आइडियाज आने लगते. सो यह योनिम योनिम अधितिष्ठति, यह एकः यस्मिन् इदं सर्वं विश्वं समेति प्रलय महाप्रलय काले, देन विचयति सृष्टि काले, पुनः सृष्टि काले विविधम एति आकाशादि रूपेण नाना भवति. दो लाइन एक्सप्लेन हो गए. That Paramatma we have to realize as ourselves. That will be told in the next portion of the Bhashyam. I'll just read it out line by line. We'll see tomorrow. Tam prakrutam adhishtataram ishanam niyantaram varadam mokshapradam devam dyotanatmakam hidyam vedadibhi stutyam nichaya nischayena brahma aham asmi iti अपरोक्षीकृत्य सुषुप्त्यादौ प्रत्यक्षीकृतायाः सर्व उपरमलक्षणायाः सर्वजनीना शान्तिः सा इदमादर्शिता. तां प्रसिद्धां इमां शान्तिं सर्वदुःख विनिर्मुक्त सुख एकतानता रूपां मुक्तिम् इति यावत् प्राप्नोति. Then having explained this way those two lines, he now the whole Upanishad so far studied and whole Vedantic sadhana so far explained by all rishis and all shastras in 3-4 lines. Bhagavan Shankara gives to us in this mantras bhashya. Just to speed things up, last 2 lines at the summary. We'll enjoy it tomorrow. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti MAATRE Namaha. तत्सत ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. अरे भैया मैंने देखा नहीं. थैंक यू. अब आओ गीता भी पढ़ेंगे.